EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So likely a 3 and out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. The 20. 5. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's got it. It's Spiller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position. And this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And credit the tackle to Percy Butler.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Broncos had 3 and 8 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here we go with Williams. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Slot man moves right.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
There's Wilson to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Sly on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Commanders 14. Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
He's got Hamler on the out route.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Wilson.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Okay.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And my goodness, another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. For quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Touchdown, Washington!
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Allen. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll go play action. Howell. And now here is another interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. First down, Howell to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Commanders 28, Broncos 16.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The slot man in motion right. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. And the Buccaneers have just extended their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second down, Howell now. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Howell. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd and goal, Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now throwing on first down here. This is Phillips yet again.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Back to throw. Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
4 yards on the touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Slide for the PAT.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game is.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Complete, it's Dotson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Powell. Crossing route, and Spiller hauls it in.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Powell down to throw it.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Washington,
the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.